Welcome to the Hollywood Redux Podcast. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about Live by Night.
Affleck.
Tommy guns.
Welcome back to the Hollywood Redux Podcast. I'm your host, Matt.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Chrysalia, and we're coming at you from HollywoodRedux.com.
Yes, and today we're talking about Live by Night, the movie written, directed, produced, and starring Ben Affleck.
My boy Ben.
It was also produced by little Leonardo DiCaprio.
Just a little guy?
Yeah, little guy.
Have you heard of him?
Just,
I heard he won an Oscar.
Oscar winner, Leo DiCaprio. Just, finally.
Yeah, he won. He did it.
Finally, after how long?
A long time.
But that's not who we're here to talk about.
Right.
Yeah, you can check out our Revenant review if you really want to see how we felt about that movie. But yeah, I thought he deserved it for other movies. But we're not talking about Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar nominations or Leonardo DiCaprio's Oscar. He only won one out of all those nominations. Sorry, Leo. We are talking about Ben Affleck and Live by Night from Warner Brothers Pictures. Great movie.
Yes.
If you like the kind of gangster genre, you're not going to get a lot of, great things happening to women in these movies or many great roles besides being a flapper or, damsel. But this movie tried to do that a little bit, like Sienna Miller's character, I felt like did that a lot. She cut that guy's throat and things like that. She was kind of part of the gang.
It was really, really cool.
She's part of the team, it's...
Damn Irish mob. Dangerous.
Yeah, they are dangerous.
Dangerous
Peoples.
Ruthless. If you've never seen one of our reviews before, we are going to be spoiling the shit out of the movie, so be sure if you have not seen the movie and you don't want to be spoiled, past Sienna Miller cutting some dude's throat.
Sorry.
Go ahead and watch the movie and come back and watch the review. And if you are doing that, check out some of our other reviews over on our YouTube page. We have tons of reviews and things like that for something else you may have already seen.
Go check it out.
That type of stuff.
Revenant.
Yeah. The Revenant, for instance.
Watch The Revenant. Just watch it.
But this movie starts out with, a cool... I really liked the opening title sequence. It was very simple.
Yeah.
But it was, the animated photos and things like that,
Yes.
the 3D photos.
Sometimes simple is better,
Yeah, I love it. I really do like that. That's like the one end of the spectrum, the other end being like Deadpool's version of that, which is like 3D space.
3D space is fun.
And stuff
You
like
just
that.
compared it to Deadpool, though. That's a whole different thing in itself.
But it has, it conveys a story in itself, which is
Right.
kind of cool. And then this is one of those movies that starts kind of midway through the movie. Like, when we caught up to that point, I was like, there's no way this movie's already almost over. Because it starts with Ben Affleck in a bed, and he's all beaten up, and he talks about how he got there. And I'm thinking that's the end of the movie right off the bat.
Yeah.
But that's like end of the first act is when you
Yeah.
figure out what
we
the hell
thought it was
happened.
gonna keep
first
going.
ending, pretty much.
Yeah, it was only a 2-hour movie, but it felt like Titanic long.
Dude,
It did. I
it
kept
felt
wondering.
so long.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good, but it felt so long.
Yeah, that's not like taking a knock at the film or anything like that. I mean,
I was deceived so many times, you guys.
Yeah, but it did kind of Lord of the Rings us a little bit. It had a bunch of endings. Every time I was like, okay, that was a
That's
good movie.
it right there.
Oh, no,
no,
there's another
it's
scene.
not. Okay.
And then, like, the first time I did that was, like, when Loretta and Ben Affleck sat down at the table. I was like, oh, well, the movie's over.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, we're back. And then there's, like, another 18 scenes after that, or big sequences.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Even the big shootout, the big ending. Like, holy shit.
That
Like,
was amazing. Can
The
we talk about
shootouts
that?
in this movie were,
They were pretty great.
they were so fun.
I loved when Ben snuck into one room to, outwit some guys, and they're like, all right, we're going in 3, 2, and he shot them all.
Yeah.
Just annihilated them from the other side.
Yeah, and it was cool too because he was a World War I vet,
Yes.
and so like the way he grabbed the machine gun, especially like the end, he actually grabbed it and was holding it like you would have been trained in World War I to handle the same weapon.
Yeah.
And then like the way he's moving through the hallway and stuff, he's moving like a soldier would. He's not just moving like some gangster,
He's moving smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was moving very
hustling.
smart, and so he was using his training.
Got the good cover.
From World War I to basically defeat the Irish and Italian mob in
It was
in
He was
Florida.
powerful at that time, apparently.
Yeah.
Jesus. It's not
Yeah.
one or the other. God
Yeah.
damn.
Pretty cool.
the tunnels, man. You gotta know about the tunnels. If you don't know about the tunnels, you're
Then you're
fucked.
not in,
Yeah.
man. You're not in.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You didn't know about the tunnels, man?
It came from
Gone.
within your building,
Yeah.
from underneath
That's
you.
pretty.
From
What a baller
underneath.
move.
That was so dope.
Yeah.
Because like the
Dude.
setup, there was so many people outside of the perimeter even, and then within the building on every floor, and They just circumvented all that and just went right up into the fucking hive.
I loved it because during the movie, Michael's like, how do they know who's on which side? And I was like, and I gave him some bullshit story. I was like, it's the hats, man.
The hats, yeah. One of them had like a bent up end.
One's got bent.
To be
one's
fair,
flat.
it was sold pretty well.
Yeah.
Matt sold it, so I mean, like, we're all convinced it's the hats.
Pretty much, you get to follow like a decade or two of, Ben Affleck's life in this movie, like from when he gets back from the war and he's robbing banks to when he becomes like basically the king of the mob. Yep. And then hands off the reins to his best friend Dion.
Which is what a true baller would do.
Yeah, played by Chris Messina from the Mindy Project. Was awesome. Was a great number 2. Like he was the perfect pressure release valve for all the violence and different things that happened throughout. Even though he was a gangster and doing the violence himself, he still was super charming in that role.
Yeah. My right-hand man right there. It's like, I don't know for what, but he needs to be there. He needs to be my number 2.
And I got to say, sweet stash.
Yeah, sweet stash. Such a sweet stash.
I'm loving it.
The car chase. And you get to see those old, beautiful cars running down.
Just get destroyed.
Yeah, it was sad, but it was also such a nice experience.
The people sitting there who like refurbished them were on set that day. It was like the day they got to come out and see them.
I didn't even think
of that. And they're just like flipping them and like setting them on fire in lakes, which that was an insanely cool shot. There was a couple shots, like I want to talk about the cinematography in this, because Robert Richardson did an amazing job with the cinematography. Beautiful. The just capturing, like I'm from Florida. So, like, he captured those, like, Florida-type sunsets in a way that you can't see unless you've been in Florida. There's just a way the sun sets when it's that, when it's coast-to-coast water. And it's really cool. So, he actually captured that stuff really well. I don't even know if they actually filmed anything in Florida, but you fooled me, and he definitely got the essence of Florida there.
Perfect.
And it was great. Yeah, the cinematography, there was a few shots, and it goes both for Ben Affleck and Robert on that, but like the car burning at the end of that chase. Yeah. In the river with like the body in it, and like the other body had like been thrown from the vehicle before.
That was dark as hell, dude.
Super
Beautiful.
Dark, but it was just like
so
holy
dark.
cow.
It was a mix of everything, so well balanced, like ridiculous.
Darkest part of this movie for me, being a man, was when Ben Affleck had his testicle shattered. And instantly puked. That was really brutal.
My God, dude! I turned around to see Michael.
I think I saw half of the audience, which was dudes, literally all go, like in that moment, which is pretty brutal.
So funny to see their reactions, their immediate, like if they were there.
I want to say that they were shattered, but he had a kid. He had a kid by the end of the movie, so. Maybe not.
It's Ben Affleck, dude. He can't die. He can't die, dude.
He's got 2 of them, But no, I mean, the car burning at the end of the chase was amazing, which that whole entire sequence was like, felt like an 8-minute long chase. You really felt like it was almost in real time, which was cool. Like, that's what a lot of these like situations felt like, was real time, which like kind of made the stakes feel greater, like during the shootout or the chase. Yeah, you really felt it. And then the sound design. I didn't even mention the sound design. During the shootouts, the people who did the sound design for this movie are going to get nominated for something because they're so good. You feel the shootouts. Yeah. It's almost like being like watching The Matrix or something. It's crazy. The other shot that I really wanted to mention, there was a shot when it was during a montage of them kind of cleaning up, Tampa or whatever. There was a shot of a bullet hole in a car, and the dude was shot in the head, but his eye pushed all the way in on the car, right through the bullet hole into the guy's eye. And I thought that was an insanely cool frame. Like that's going to make the like One Perfect Shot Twitter page very soon.
Can't wait to retweet that.
Yeah. It's going to be sweet. But yeah, I mean, this movie had a lot going for it. It also had a lot of staggering moments, which to me, I felt like I got a lot of acting out of Ben Affleck. Like hair and makeup team on Ben Affleck gets a nod. He looked very handsome throughout. But like there was something about his performance here that actually made him stand out to me. Mm-hmm. And, I felt like he acted the shit out of this movie. Whether it was like a personal film for him or not, or totally like just pulled the story out of thin air, he really went for it. And so did the rest of the cast. Yeah. And I think because they went for it, even in some of the ridiculous moments, it sold the film, it sold the culture, and, and I really liked it.
It was a wonderful film. It was long, and I didn't expect it, and I didn't know anything about the movie when I went into it, so I got the whole story, and I got the whole time watching the movie that I really liked. So it didn't really have anything bad that I didn't enjoy in it.
Chris?
It was pretty much one of the few movies that actually held up to the trailer, kind of.
Nice.
Just because there's one scene in particular, really quickly, where he's like, "Why am I wasting my time with you?" Then, God, just watch it for that right there.
Yeah, that was dope.
I'm telling you, trailer holds up at least to this movie. So.
Awesome. Well, for the Hollywood Redux Podcast, that's going to do it for us. I'm Matt. You can follow me on social media at Splashdown1.
I'm Michael, and you can find me at What the Hess.
I'm Chrysalin. You can find me at Chrysalin on all social medias, and we're coming at you from HollywoodRedux.com.
Thanks for watching, guys. Let us know what you think of the review in the comments below, and if we missed anything, please let us know. Give us this a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Oh, hey. I noticed you there. If you like that video, you might want to check out some more. Go ahead, click right here. If you liked it so much you want to subscribe to us, go ahead and click that bubble over there. If you like some cool t-shirts, click to our website. And if you want to follow us on social media,